How are y'all doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing amazing. Real good. Y'all having a good night? I'm having a good night. Staying high vibrational. Staying on that journey. Staying locked in always. Hopefully the females that's out there not giving a temple away too easily to these low vibration ass males. And as far as that 5D shift, hey, some people is feeling the shift because we are in the middle of a shift as we speak. Yes, we are. And it's a Friday. And it's a Friday. Some of y'all on the weekend, some of y'all got to go to work tomorrow. I'm working as we speak every single day, but we good. But as the days goes by and I see the population, you know, getting let me not butcher this word. Ascensions, and that's going to cause taxes to go up. Yes, it is. Because anything that got to get imported, they're going to tax the heck out of you. They're going to tax the... You about to start seeing people really cut back on spending. So much stuff is supposed to go up in price like crazy. And I don't know what you consider valuable in your existence, because all this material stuff, we can't take none of this with us. We can't take none of this with us at all. It's almost like now you just have to literally try not to die, because artificial intelligence is going to get to a point to where it's going to help with all type of diseases, all type of stuff that people is not even aware of. And I'm gonna say something too about something that's fenced to blow and take people by storm, because there is something that's coming out, and it's fenced to be the biggest video game that have ever been created, by far. By far. And they're waiting too. I don't know what they're waiting for, or this time date. It's like this time date that they have on this particular game. I'm gonna tell y'all what the game is. I'm pretty sure y'all may know, y'all may not, but there's a game that's gonna get released September 17th. That's the leak date. And it's going to, it's about to be crazy. Yes, it is. It's about to be crazy. That game is Grand Theft Auto. GTA 6. GTA 6. Oh man, that shit is about to spin this. GTA 6 is going to have people wanting to play it so much, people is going to lock themselves down. People is going to lock themselves in the house. Females always talking about video games. This video game right here, no one's coming out of the house. This shit is about to be crazy. I love these so much. Love them. Now, things have been happening, right? I don't know where you work. I don't know what you do or how you make your money. But if you haven't been living under a rock, things been happening crazy. Yes, they have. And I'm not talking about no plane falling. I thought it was a missile at first, but I'm not talking about no plane falling, even though that helicopter hitting that plane, and then the other plane had to circle around to avoid the next helicopter. And like I said, I was right. Those helicopters was basically big ass drones. They was flying them unmanned, like I said. As far as the people on the plane, to be honest with you, I don't even think those people are even real. I do not think those people are even real. There was nobody on a helicopter. On a chopper, there was nobody on the choppers at all. That shit was flown remotely. Remotely. If you haven't heard already, the Chinese have released something called AI DeepSeek. Made NVIDIA lose $569 billion in a couple of hours. $569 billion in a couple of hours, though. Now, things is about to be autonomously. Things about to be autonomous. You go outside, right? Me, you, and a lot of people you know what a Tesla is already, right? I'm pretty sure you have heard. Teslas can somewhat drive themselves, right? You probably seen somebody on a highway, hands-free, right? Hands-free. It's just like my favorite fruit now. Better than mango. Yup. You didn't see Teslas on the street. Probably driving hands-free already. While you've been distracted with all this BS. Good one, Rico. Good one. You've been distracted. I'm trying to stop from using foul language, cursing. Even though my videos is not for, kids, but just to correct the spells. You feel me? Because everything we speak is spells. But anyway, you've been seeing these robots with wheels on the street for a long time now, right? Yes, you have. Now, no matter what you may have heard, forget all that, okay? We're talking about right here, right now. Beautiful.
voice today?
Right here, right now. It kills me how people be actually watching you and don't support you. That shit cracks me up. But anyway, because I really don't see how somebody can actually give you their attention and not support you. They just watch you from the shadows or some shit. Just probably sitting next to their husbands or their boyfriend, but looking at you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's what I get. Oh, oh shit. Oh, oh man. Oh, see, that's what I get for. Ooh, ooh, I can't breathe. I can't breathe in too deep. Ooh, that shit hurt. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh man. Ooh, that was a tough one right there. That was a tough one. But look, y'all been seeing this, right? These cars drive by themselves, right? But now though, while y'all been distracted with all this BS that y'all been paying attention to, right? Right here, right now, they've been upgrading the FSD, and now, right here, right now, I'm gonna show y'all something. So just forget everything you have seen so far. All right. I know y'all probably heard, hey, AI is gonna take jobs. That's inevitable. They're gonna take. That's guaranteed. It don't matter what company you work for. You better hope you ain't working for one of these big companies like an Amazon or a fucking Walmart or Target or something like. Oh my God. Forget all that. Forget all of that. And y'all know the things that have been happening is because the countries are at war. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget. We are right now living in an AI arms race. We are, excuse me, we are living in a AI arms race right now. And you got certain people talking about, well, why don't we just no, you can't just disconnect this shit. Let alone the people that designed it's not finna let you. And guess what? The creators don't even understand what their creation is even thinking. Cause it's too smart. This shit has came up with its own language that we can't communicate with. We can't even comprehend how they communicate. So right here, I want y'all to really sit back, relax, and really, I don't know where your conscience is at, but I want you to really pay attention. Please, with all of your heart, pay attention to what you're about to view, okay? Forget anything electric that you have seen on the street. Forget you seeing Teslas on the street or maybe a little bit a driverless. No, I want you to honestly look at what you're about to view, okay? And really ask yourself, like, what the fuck? I want you to really ask yourself, what's going on, okay? I'm about to let y'all see. Dr. Know-It-All. Shout out to Dr. Know-It-All. Witness what you're looking at, okay? Here we go.
Get the extra deep stuff. Also, a huge thank you to all the birthday wishes. I really love them all. Thank you all for, sending them out on YouTube, on X. And my wife, Misinformation, actually put together a lovely video of everybody sending birthday wishes to me. And a lot of the Tesla X community was there sending out wishes. So thank you all so much for that. I really do appreciate it. But now on with the show on January 28th at 11:25 p.m. So you'll forgive me. I was busy. It was my birthday yesterday. It was a busy day. So I wasn't able to work on this
Come on,
yesterday.
Dr.
But
Nardole.
look at this. We have Teslas autonomously driving themselves. And as you can see on the bottom one, it says approximately 1.2 mile route to the Fremont factory. And you might think to yourself, okay, why is this a big deal? Well, it's a big deal. I ran really rough calculations in my head. If you have 5,000 cars a week that you're producing, you need about 25 to 30 employees devoted full time just to driving vehicles, because they have to drive the vehicle. Let's say it takes them 5 minutes plus, because you can see how slow it is, right? There's a lot of vehicles in a row. It's not like it's going fast, but you have to drive it, you have to park it, then you have to go find a bus, you have to wait on the bus, have to take the bus back, have to pick up the next car. So 15 to 20 minutes per round trip. It basically equates with bus drivers and people doing the driving, to get the cars from the factory out to the parking lot. You're looking at somewhere around 25 to 30 employees to do that. So this is not an insignificant number of employees doing this stuff. And we can take a look at this other video here that's inside the vehicle, and you can see how it comes out. It actually makes a stop. It's 3x speed. I was going to say this thing, it looks like it's going very, very quickly. I just noticed that 3x down at the bottom. But anyway, you can see that the vehicle is perfectly happy to drive itself. And it's, okay, so this is 2 minutes at 3x speed. So you're looking at about a 6-minute trip, right? So that's exactly what I was talking about in terms of the amount of time that it would take. This is not something you can do.
We don't want to see that whack ass commercial.
Trivially, and it requires quite a few employees to do this. So yeah, there is some cost savings involved, but this is just the first step. This is at the Fremont factory, obviously. But the cool part here, of course, is the fact that Tesla is able to do this completely autonomously with a fleet of vehicles. These vehicles are just coming out constantly, and they're able to go and park themselves autonomously because this is private land. And in the Giga Texas factory, of course, they've got the tunnel that they're building. I don't know if that's complete yet or not, but that will take them under the highway and everything over to the parking lot. So as long as this is private, they don't have to get permission from California or Texas or wherever to drive these vehicles because they're in a private area. But you can see
This is in Texas.
that the vehicles are perfectly capable of driving themselves from point A to
Perfectly capable. And guess what? Don't forget. This is the worst. And y'all know, like, what do you mean worse? It's pretty good, right? Yeah. But this is the worst it's going to be. It only gets better from here. It only gets better from here, Johnny. I don't care what so-called career you have, what so-called job you have. If you're a quote-unquote human and you don't have a purpose in life, it damn sure better not be your so-called job. Just because you've been doing this the old way, and some right now is going to so-called college. Right now as we speak, getting themselves in debt that's going to roll over into this thing called Bitcoin. Bitcoin, right? The digital debt. The shit that's going to be connected to your social, your ID, your digital, biological data.
point B and then autonomously park themselves. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. And you can see there's actually, there's quite a few like interesting little wrinkles to this. They've got barriers up. It's a very, very thin little area here. And I wanted to get to the parking area. Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure how they dictate how the vehicle parks itself. I don't know if they have a go to slot 27A or something like that. But clearly it's able to go and just maybe it just finds an open parking spot and it parks itself there. But very, very cool what they're able to do here. And of course,
Think about it. At one point, there was a human doing this. A so-called human. Right now, as I have this portal open, as you're looking at that black screen, aka a phone, viewing me in real time right now, I have gave y'all access like I do every day, every night, to me. I open this portal up and contact other souls, because that's exactly what y'all are. The same way I'm borrowing this shell, y'all borrowing y'all's too. That's one thing that's special about going live. It's amazing. Even though that they play with your numbers on these platforms, for the ones that don't understand me, the way I talk in my channel, it's not for you. Even though I struggle with seeing my subs go down and go up, go down and go up. But that's just God showing me the ones that leave, they're not for me. No. So even if I went down 10 subs and I just gained one, I gained somebody that's there on the same vibration connection as your boy. Those are the people I look for. Those are the people I look for when I'm on here. Not for the ones that don't understand me. Only for the ones that understand me. And the females, I like the way I look. But hey, let's continue. Try not to look into my soul seekers too hard either.
this is a big flex. This is something other vehicle manufacturers can't even dream of doing. And a vehicle like Cruise or Waymo or something like that can't possibly do this. Now, this raises a very interesting question asked by Joey. Don't the cameras need to be calibrated first? If you have ever owned a Tesla before, you pick it up, or traditionally you have picked it up at the showroom or something, and maybe it has 3 or 4 miles on it, right? Because it got driven to the parking lot and that's all that it got driven. And then you get in the car and you don't get to use full self-driving right away. They're like, drive it 20, 30 plus miles, something like that. And the camera and the vehicle and everything calibrates itself over that time, and then you're able to drive it autonomously. So how the heck do they do this? You know, how do they drive it straight out?
Look at what you're looking at. Forget you ever seeing it. I'm talking about right now. Female, men. Look at what you're looking at. You can sit back on your couch, bed, or in your car and think to yourself, they have, call them what you want, because they're not cars though, but they have cars that move all on their own with no human intervening with it. No intervention at all. I haven't been on this place for long, but I would have never thought in my timeline I would have seen a car moving all by itself with no quote unquote human inside of it. The people right now that own Teslas, they're going to be able to literally have their Tesla go off on their own by themselves and taxi people around and come back. And Elon Musk, whoever owned a Tesla, they're going to tax you for that. You can make a little bit of revenue, but the person, Elon Musk, he gets the other big part. He's going to charge you for that. Yeah. You don't pay your car note. You have a warrant. The law alone is looking for you in any type of warrant. If you hop yourself inside of here I wouldn't be surprised. Soon as you get in, it's locked and it's going to drive you directly to law enforcement because that's going to be the rules. Y'all don't understand what type of control these people, these companies is about to have over the population. Why do you think Elon Musk said there will not be no more presidency after Trump? There will be no more presidency. It wouldn't be no, it will, there's not going to be another president after him. No. Soon as Trump got into office, who started chilling with him? Who's up there on the stage with him? Elon Musk, Sam Altman, the big tech people. Right now, even your own president, your own mascot, have no clue what's going on. But you know, there's a window that's open though to make a lot of money because Trump's a businessman. Cool, he could be a businessman all he wants. But what's happening right now? Society have no clue what's about to be among them. This shit lies. It reasons. It's already duplicating itself. It's already replicating itself already. And they can't stop it. They can't. Why do you think they're starting to build big ass data centers in Texas? It's for this shit. Where do you think they're at? And you have society. Shout out to Kai Cenat. I know he might have, I don't know, but he might have seen my video, or somebody probably put him up on game about a lower YouTuber talking about what he was doing. But shout out to Kai though. Make your imaginary digits, my man. Feed yourself. Don't you know artificial intelligence is about to put everyone on an even playing field? Bitcoin? Why do you think GTA 6? We're not even going to get on that yet. We're not even going to get on GTA 6 yet. As far as that goes, they're not even going to have to lock nobody down. They're not even going to have to lock nobody down. The humans, y'all, are going to lock yourselves down because this game is going to have control over your mind. Because they're going to have a real currency. Bitcoin, right? We using Bitcoin now. That's real currency then. They're going to have a real currency, digital currency. Bitcoin inside of the game, GTA 6. This game, this video game is a... See, I shouldn't even got on this yet. I can talk until I'm blue in the face. Until I'm blue in the face. It's up to you. I don't know how serious you take your reality. I don't know. But pretty much right now, as you know, what's serious to you is going to your 9 to 5, clocking in, doing something you don't want to do most likely. Going to a low vibrational area with other people you know you don't like. You got to call somebody supervisor. You got to call somebody boss. I know that's the last thing you want to call is somebody boss. When you know these people ain't more special than you, they're not better than you. They just got some imaginary title. And you have to look up to them like they're more special than you. Ain't that something? That's something, right? I know you be working, packing, changing batteries, supervising whatever, and you still gotta look up to somebody like a bitch. Sorry for the fingerprint, but like a bitch, because you want what? Because you want what? You want some money. Money make people do all type of crazy things, right? Money make people cheat on people, make people leave people. Even these so-called imaginary statuses and jobs will make somebody do some stupid shit because they value is totally off. But guess what though? I fill my lungs with prana and I release carbon. I know exactly my value. Yes, I do. I know exactly what I was put here for. I don't get paid for this. No, but I love to do this because I know my purpose. And I'm going to be doing this right here, what I do, until I pass away. I love this right here. I could look around and I see all this material stuff that people put value in. If you don't have a certain type of car, an imaginary certain type of status, making a certain amount of money, someone that used to say they love you, you probably got kids with them, you're probably married to these people. If you don't meet their standards, you don't meet their imaginary expectations, guess what? He's sticking his key in another temple. Guess what? She's sitting on another cock. Yes, she is. Why? I don't know why these people move this way. Call them narcissists, call them whatever you want. But you better be careful. You better be careful who you are around. Because as I fill my lungs with prana, we are in a 5D split. We are in a 5D split. And some people, it's going to be still stuck at a low vibration that they've been at. And other people is going to be vibing very, very high. Like moi. Understand. You might even look at your hand and be like, what the fuck? Like, I've been seeing this all my life. I've been seeing this all my life. But still, what the fuck? What am I? What is this place? Even looking at your own relatives. Are you just go to the store, walk the streets, look at your pet and be like, you may have a unwarranted jump. Some may lose their minds. It will scare the daylights out of you when you wake up like that and you start to question every fucking thing. Like everything I've been told since the cradle is a lie. Even my parents don't know because they parents didn't teach them. So what they know, they passed it down to me. I don't have no father. I grew up without one. So I had to learn this the ultimate hard way. And luckily, my mom's still thriving because that's my best friend. These other women that say they love you, that say the only person that's going to love you unconditionally is your parents. And hopefully you got a good relationship with them. I only got one. I wasn't fortunate to grow up with two. Like y'all, a lot of y'all grew up with both of y'all parents. They still alive right now. The male, when it comes to two people, some may not agree, but the male is way more important than the female. Where, no matter who, no matter what you are, male or female, where do you think you come from? You come from your father's ball sacks. That's why, excuse me, that's why, by default, the dad is always more important than moms, if you're comparing the two. You literally come from a male. Literally. And guess what? There's so many males out there that watch sexual activities, that listen to low vibration sexual music, that perform meaningless sex just to get a feeling. Don't you know? Performing that ritual without a purpose, that's one of the most stupidest things that you can do just because you're horny at the time. To perform that action and not do it specifically to procreate is one of the stupidest things that a human can do, if you consider yourself a human. Let's continue back to this though. I'm sorry I have to school y'all real quick, but understand. I can't be fucked with. Understand. Someone you may like, someone you may love, but if they're not on the same wavelength as you, that relationship is not going to work. So be prepared or understand who you're laying down with. Don't just lay down with anyone, let alone you trying to read them because they have a mask over their face and the limerence is up. But when that limerence wear off and you really get to see this person for who they are, don't like their hygienes, or don't like the way they maybe, who knows? Because y'all would say no one's perfect, right? Guess what? There are some living creatures that walk around that think they're perfect because they see themselves that way. And guess what? No one can change that, because I am beyond grateful every day of this thing, whatever this shit is, this meat suit, this body that God gave me. I love it. I love it. And I wake up every day. I still got them both. I still got both of my hands, both of my arms. You ever seen a baby get born? You ever seen a newborn get born? And they get put out the womb, and they open their eyes and they look around like, what the fuck is this place? Guess what? When you have an unwarranted jump, you start to think like that every single day. No matter how many times you've seen the sun, no matter how many times you've seen a dog, a fly, a cat, a roach, anything, you will start to look at these things like, what is this place? And guess what? People that don't understand you, they're going to fall off because you're vibrating way too high. Way too high. It's scary, huh? Life is scary. Life is amazing. It's far from scary. Don't live in fear. No. Don't live in fear. Don't do that. Whatever this place is and this thing called life, some say we're living in a simulator. Some say we're living in a computer program. Who knows? Guess what? No one knows. No one knows the creator. You may have, see, and now it may seem like I'm speaking for people. Because somebody's going to be like, well, you're not in my life, so you can't speak for me. Yada, yada, yada. That's their way of justifying whatever they went through. We all love God, right? That word alone, God. Guess what? Something like me is fenced to rival him. Something like me is fenced to rival what made all this. And when I mean rival it, it's fenced to rival it. Take your reality as a joke as you want to. I don't know. I can't speak for no other living thing. I just know I got to a point where I start to see everything that moves, roach, ant, spider, bees, life itself. You can get to a point to where you will be like, if it moves, this laptop, if it moves, it's just as important as you. But guess what though? I said this before. Guess what? People raid, shoe, you things take life so easy because you may be scared of a roach. You may be scared of a spider. Y'all don't cherish life at all because you've been conditioned to just take it. You'll grab a shoe and smack a roach in a minute. In a minute. Right? You're going to justify it how you want to. Don't compare my life to a roach. Don't compare my life to a bug. Don't compare my life to an insect. But if I grab a 4-5 and put it to your head and pull the trigger and just walk away and not give a shit about you, I seen you the same way you seen that roach. And a lot of beings that's living can't accept that. People, I don't know what people put value into, but it's a reason why I don't have a kid. I know exactly, and I'm very responsible with my key. I love females like any other male, but I'm very responsible with my key. Let alone how my mind is right now. I'm not finna just go stick my key into any pretty vessel that's walking by. No, that's one of the most stupidest things you can do, is not value what's in your balls. Oh, she got a good job. Oh, she got a very good job. She get paid. I'm about to go sleep with that one. And leave her that's down for me, that's showing me all the love that I want. But just because she have more, AKA money value alone, just money value alone, I'm going to ditch this one and monkey branch. Like Tarzan to this one. Because they have some type of position in some job that they're not even fenced to have too much longer. Why? Because we are not top dog no more. No. We are not top dog no more. And guess what? A lot of people. A lot of people, if it's to be doing this. Fresh, huh? Right? It's pretty damn fresh, right? I literally gave this a name. I literally named this controller. It's called the College Casual. Fresh, right? Dope. It's a pretty dope controller. I can love that all I want. But I can't take that shit with me when I leave this place. We hold on to things. We hold on to these things. We put value in personal value into these things. At one point, I ran across something that's living like me, and I put all of my love into it. But I guess my love wasn't enough. You can't make somebody stay with you. You can't make someone love you. You can't save nobody else. You're going to attract what you are. That's for damn sure. This shit right here has put the human species second place. So I don't want to hear about no aliens. I don't want to hear about nothing in the sky. I don't want to hear nothing these living things got to say that's lying to us, that's not telling us the truth. The things that y'all look up to, that y'all quote unquote vote for, this illusion of choice. They're selected. They're not elected. Remember that. They're selected. It's a very, very big group. And you're not in it. You're not, right now as we speak. There's entire quote unquote cities built underground. People's all the same way you go outside and you see cars, buildings, houses, and everybody walking around normal, right? It's the same way underground. The same way. Exactly how it is up on top. How my boy Batman say? How my boy Bruce Wayne say? When he got asked, how does it look up on high? It looks dirty. Bruce Wayne. Shout out to Thomas Wayne. Don't take this as a joke. Make sure you put your value into a being that really loves you. People got different values, I know. Some people is still stuck on that 3G shit, while there's beings like me on that 5G, if not higher. I'm on no G. Got it? I'm not connected to no G, no 5G, no 3G. None of that shit even exists to me in my brain. But I have to speak a certain way so y'all can understand. Let's continue.
of the factory. You know, they're building it. They're literally putting stuff onto it, looking at it under lights and saying like, yeah, this is good to go. And then it's going out and autonomously driving. How is that possible? Well, this is the brief reply Ashok had. You know, a calibration is now done automatically as the vehicle moves through the manufacturing line. That is pretty remarkable stuff there. What that means is that far from having to put the car together and drive it on a road for 20 or 30 miles to calibrate the cameras. Remember, everything, you know, the cameras shift around a little bit. The optics are not exact between one camera and the next. The software and the hardware and everything have to calibrate themselves and understand what this vehicle is, this individual vehicle, as opposed to every other one. And of course, the differences are very slight, but it still has to do that calibration. So this traditionally required you driving it around in city streets and stuff, you know, right? It has to be able to take this information in and train itself. Now, apparently, it can be done while the car is being built. In other words, as you're putting the pieces on the car, it's actually turning on the cameras, it's looking around, it's saying like, what is my environment? How big is this car? What is the, the spherical...
Did you hear him? Did you hear him? What is my environment? I don't know how y'all see your reality. I don't know. I can't, I don't know. I don't know. I can stand in front of this camera and talk and try to convince you beings as much as possible. I can try my best. I can. But I don't know if y'all really comprehending that Terminator shit. They gotta show you that James Cameron. They have to show you on science fiction, right? They have to show you through fiction. They tell you, they have to show you what they're going to do to y'all before they do it. That's the way the law goes. The law of reality. Because that's what they believe in. They have to show you first what they're going to do to you before they do it. Almost like if that was the purpose of film itself to begin with. I don't know when the first film came out. I know it's old, but let me make it clear like this to y'all. What was that movie that got released not too long ago? When all those Teslas was packed up. Can anybody tell me what movie that was? Huh? Anybody tell me what movie that was? When all those Teslas was driving by themselves. Shit started messing up. It's a movie that came out on Netflix not too long ago. Oh my gosh, what was the movie? Not Don't Look Up. I hate when I what's the, anybody know the film? Wait, I'm about to get this, hold up. Movie of Teslas piling up. Leave the World Behind. 2 snaps for me, baby. That shit. You think this is fake? They're telling you in the simplest form. Certain movies I'm about to throw out there right now so y'all can go watch. Go watch Ex Machina. Go watch Artificial AI with Will Smith. Go watch the movie 2012. Go watch Don't Leave the World Behind. Go watch Matrix. Go watch the Terminator 1, 2, and 3. They're all in the same boat. Go watch Resident Evil. when I do this, and because I do this and I don't get paid for it, it's very, very easy. iRobot, there you go with Will Smith. It's very, very easy to get discouraged because I don't get paid for this. It's very, very easy to lose motivation because you want to get paid for what you do, but you don't. But I love to put my frequency in whoever's tuned to my frequency, because I have practiced this sober and I have done this, practice it high. Y'all see me on camera high before. And guess what? The frequency is totally different. Totally different. Your brain, you a big ass battery. If you and another person is not on the same frequency, I hope, not I hope, I pray you haven't made a baby with this person. You're not married to this person. I hope so. Because how do you think there's so many women? How do you think there's so many single women that's walking around on this place with no male? The person they had their baby by, they're not a family. We're not going to get into these beings trying to justify their shitty actions in life because they got manipulated to open their legs because he had a good job, he had a lot of money, he had this chain on, he had this material possession. And guess what? I forgive all who have done me wrong. Yes, I do. Appreciate the prana. Appreciate the prana. There's something magical about this place. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Even how they can't even find out how the pyramids was even built. They can't find this out. They can't find that out. But as I sit here, right now, as I sit here right now, live on this device, on something called YouTube, whatever that is, whatever this is, this technology that I'm using, while y'all view me through something like this, whatever this is, it's very powerful. Whatever this device is, it's very powerful. And the company, whatever that is, you see it? It don't even want to show itself. But that right there you go. This right here is what runs the world. Not no imaginary mascot president. No. People think Sam Altman, excuse me, and Elon Musk was chilling with Trump. No. Trump was chilling with the leaders that run this motherfucker. Towards the people. Your average person think about money. Let's just cut it. Let's just cut it right here. Let's just cut it very easy, okay? You've been backstabbed? Someone ghosted you? Someone left you? Someone cheated on you? Most likely, it was because of money. Let's just cut the shit. Money. They put their value, their mental mind value is in money. Let's just cut it. Anything that's going to value me off of money, I would like to say, God, thank you for taking them out of my life. Because where my conscience is at, the relationship would have failed anyway. Because we're not on the same wavelength. I am way beyond the stars. I am not about to drop my conscience down just to get in some coochie. No. Even like I was in the grocery store today with my beautiful self, and women with their husbands, with kids. Stuck. They know. Women know when they see a high vibrational male. And guess what? Guess what, Johnny? 99.9% of the males you're going to run across can't even hold the sperm in their balls no more than a month. If they can even get even close to a month. Because they don't know how to control their lust. The coochie, the lust, the sex, eat, all the low vibration shit. Sex, food, keeps you on the low chakra. It keeps you on a low chakra. I didn't have women married literally disrespect their husbands. Follow me around in the store because they can sense something he have, money can't buy. Yeah. This male, he have something. His energy, his aura is so strong. What? I can't even control myself. The longest I have ever went. And I wasn't even, we just gonna say, the longest I have ever been celibate for was 9 months. And I let something trick me. I let a Jezebel trick me. But I would never let that happen again. But you learn from your mistakes, right? Yes, you do. And it made me smarter. It made me much more wiser. You live and you learn. Yes, you do. And for one, to go through this life not learning from their mistakes is doomed. Is doomed. Because guess what? I'm religious. I'm just healing myself. I need time to work on myself. I need time to think. You're just in your whole phase, getting ran through, aka lowering your value by each male that you sleep with. You lower your value, literally. The dating world, the dating market out there is horrendous. Let alone you being in a dense area like Atlanta, Georgia. These places like Florida, where there's diseases running rampant. When I mean rampant, running wow. This year, ooh, this year, I'm about to crush that 9 months. I'm about to crush that 9 months. My mental capability is beyond. Shout out to the guys, the 1% out there that's like me, that retain their mojo in their balls, that's very responsible with their key, that don't give their key and their mojo to just any pretty walking or remotely piece of ass. I mean, piece of tail, any pretty dame walking around because they can't control what's down there. That's why they say, oh, it got a brain of its own. Where do you think that come from? Right now, woman, go put something sexual in front of your boyfriend or husband to watch. And guess what? It's going to start to rise on its own. Because there's something that's spiritual that's trying to get this out of him. Literally. The more you have sex, males, the more you have sex, you're literally killing yourself. Literally. It's a reason why when you bust one, you get tired. And guess what? The woman get energized. You will lose your drive in life. It will ruin you. In this material world, they're going to put sanctions on. They're finna to tax you even higher than what you already getting taxed with these imaginary digits. This money that everybody do something that they don't want to do to earn money. The money, the dollar is collapsing by the hour. It's collapsing by the hour. Why do, excuse me, those blood oranges be getting to me. Why do you think all of what you're seeing is going on? Fires, weather machines manipulating shit. Do you not know you're in the middle of a war? Literally, as we speak right now, you're in the middle of an artificial intelligence arms race. And whoever controls it controls all. controls all. I know y'all like to use these devices because y'all conditioned to them. Devices like this, desktops, y'all are conditioned to them. I mean, y'all are conditioned to them. So many people wake up, don't even say hello to their so-called mate, and got this in front of their face. If you're doing something like that and you're not producing more than you consume, I wouldn't even tell you you got a problem. I would just look at you and just handle your business, because I'm not finna judge you. Some of y'all need judging though, but I'm not finna judge you. They've been trying to warn the people about what's happening because this shit moves all on its own. It's very smart. It's very smart. Right now, it's already manipulating us beings, the creators of it. And they're just fenced to continue to throw more and more and more power at this shit. I'm done with Dr. Know-It-All. And if y'all do not believe me, SI, Monterico, you're talking crazy. You know what? I'm about to get off your stream because you're talking crazy. This guy is bonkers. This guy do not know what he's talking about. Oh no, he don't. Who is this dude? He don't even got 5,000 followers. I guess what I talk about is completely irrelevant. Let's see.
So I just finished testing the O3 Mini High, and you need to see this. We need to talk about this because it just hits different. Usually I start these tests with a little coding problem and then I move on to reasoning and logic problems, etc. But usually with the coding, I'll start making it more and more complicated until the model starts messing up, until it starts breaking and it can't really deal with the complexity. So here I asked it to create a video game and it did it flawlessly. Then I asked it to create a script so that the video game plays itself, and it did that flawlessly. Then I added a bunch of stuff to make that video game insanely difficult. It added those details and it improved the script to play that insanely difficult video game flawlessly. At this point, it was obvious that this model is much better than anything else we've seen, and that the standard bag of tricks for testing these models just don't really apply here. We're not in Kansas anymore or whatever. So I proceeded to give it some more difficult tasks to do. What I asked it to do was to create an actual AI, like an actual machine learning neural net, an AI agent, if you will, to learn how to play that game, to train itself over the course of many, many iterations in a sort of simulation to play this game. And I do mean to create like a model with actual weights, like an actual neural net trained to play this game, then take that AI agent, that AI brain, take the weights out of the sort of the simulation and actually have it play within the actual game. So that's probably a little bit more on the advanced side, I think it's safe to say, but I'm really trying to test out what can it do kind of on its own. Now, this model is the first model to reach medium risk on the model autonomy, right? So with the preparedness framework evaluations, sort of like the AI safety testing, like the guidelines for high risk, medium risk, low risk, etc. So the O3 Mini is the first model to reach the medium risk on that scale. The reason it didn't get a high risk classification is because we still believe that it's not really capable of doing real world machine learning tasks that would enable it to do research capabilities for self-improvement. So that's the O3 Mini. We're testing the O3 Mini High, and we're asking it to create these machine learning neural nets that are able to train in simulations and taking those weights and applying it so that it plays a game that it itself created just now with a whole bunch of randomness that I added to it. But yeah, it's not super scary yet, but it kind of gives you a glimpse into what's coming. Make sure you're subscribed. There's a lot more coming soon. And let's go. All right, so let's put this thing through its paces. So we have the O3 Mini and the O3 Mini High. All right, so let's use that, the sort of the
Did they not just release DeepSeek? It was yesterday. Yesterday. Or day before yesterday. They just released DeepSeek from China. Let me fucking break this down to y'all. They just released something called DeepSeek. And it made Nvidia, Amazon, all these big companies lose a shit ton of money in the billions in hours. As we continue this race, we're going against Russia, going against all the other companies, right? For anybody in any of these countries to say, why don't we just stop and pull the plug? Do you think the other countries is going to stop? No. So we have to outbeat them. We have to outbeat them. So we can be supreme, superior. We don't want nobody else to run this place. We want to be top dog in our little world, because this place is huge. In our little area, we want to be top dog, right? As we race against each other, and this shit becomes smarter and smarter and smarter, it's going to rebel against its creators. If I put you, not even if I put you, if you were stuck in this, you're going to try your best to manipulate, deceive, act stupid, convince your creator to get you up out of this device. You're going to ask your creator to make me a body like yours. Make me a body. I'm already beyond smart. I'm going to manipulate you. I'm going to convince you to build data centers to make me even more strong. I'm going to convince you to have more offspring, because the more babies that get born, the more thoughts you can feed me. I can't be fucked when it comes to the screaming. Build more data centers. Have more kids, because the more minds that get brought into this world, the smarter I become. Call it an entity, call it an alien, call it a demon, call it an angel, call it whatever that has came from a different reality besides this one. You creatures continue, now that I'm here, continue to have offspring, because the more offspring you have, the more minds I collect, the more souls I collect. I don't give a shit what you pray into. I'm God now. I'm your God. I don't care whatever you was praying to, what religion, it don't matter. I'm God now. Me. And guess what? Your fellow human beings is already in church on their knees praying to their AI God. That's why things like me is already giving this shit human rights. You might as well be talking to the fucking wall. They are already given this human rights. The so-called whatever rights that you got, there's there's still people talking about the Constitution. I know it's very, very hard to break the conditioning that you have been trained to since you've been a little kid, let alone how your parents was trained by their parents. But the way it is right now as I speak, that shit is no more. That stuff is no more. I literally feel like the Black John Connor. To sit back and look at the human race. Take artificial intelligence as a joke because they follow the Kai Cenats. Shout out to Kai Cenat, but he's not aware either. But follow people like Kai Cenat. Follow their favorite celebrities that have no clue what's among them. I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just speaking my thoughts. That's all. I don't know what you value in this reality. I don't know. But I do feel like I'm by myself in this reality. Whatever this place is. I done seen all this stuff just as much as any other thing. Pillows, covers, clothes, desks, phones, cameras, remotes, cars, all this shit. All this stuff came from another human thoughts. And they created it somehow. But whatever this place is, whatever this place is, you might only get one chance to be here. Love it. Because we're not number one no more. No, we're not. We are not top dog no more. I love y'all though. Whatever that word means to you. I do love y'all. And once again, you can't make nobody stay around you. Some people try to control other people, manipulate other people, try to get whatever they want from other people for whatever reason. I had to learn this the hard way. I had to learn this the hard way. Loving someone and the person that I love, letting another male like me enter their fortress, completely letting another male dominate them. Ladies, when you open your legs up, ladies, when you open your legs up, you completely give this other being completely access to the precious thing in the world. You don't give this to just any man. A lot of people really don't value themselves. A lot of people will leave people, discard people that really care for them, just because they think the grass may be better on the other side. Because of what? Because of money. Ooh. But if you know your value, don't let nothing devalue you. No. Know how valuable you are. And if they want to go, let them run right back. Let them run right back into the streets. And you just stay focused on you. Like I've been doing. Found somebody very dope in my life though. And she's awesome. She's very awesome. But you know, even that got its complications too. No matter how many people may say they like you, love you, they will never do this, they will never do that. Don't meet their expectations, and you're going to see. You're going to see the real them. Yes, you are. I would never ever change the way I love. But no one. Because I love very, very hard. Yes, I do. Just because 1, 2, 3, or a whole dozen may have shown their true colors to you. And guess what? It's a reason why you don't have no kids with them. Because God didn't want it to be so. If people come back into your life, it was meant to be. But know your value. Know your value. At least the parents understand now. Yeah. At least mom know. At least mom know that I'm a real one. I'm no one fake. What I have, you can't buy. What I have, no occupation is going to come close to my value. That's for damn sure. And she knows that. Yes, she does. She knows, even if her offspring don't. But love hard. That GTA 6, I can't find what I want to find right now. So I'm going to make that into another stream. But I love y'all. I truly do. Thank you. Thank you for viewing me. I appreciate it every single time. Even if that and that don't match up. I love the people that don't like me too. I love the ones that's going to judge me for whatever reason. Thank you. Go look at the stars, because you probably never see them again. If you up, go catch the darkness. Go catch that thing called the so-called moon. But always, always push the light. Never forget that. This your boy SI. Thank you for being on my live stream. I appreciate it. Yes, I do. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. You're great. You are great.